to kick off.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Takes it at the 7. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Switch. 19 Tiger, 18 Pioneer.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. He'll look to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script. From 4th down to 1st.
10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Gain of 14. First down, Washington.
Right back to him on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
At the 40-yard line.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
His throw incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. Oh, an absolutely filthy joke. He's got some space now. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 2nd down, Nixon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
The pass there complete to Sutton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Being chased out left. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 27-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. They'll look to throw again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And now it's 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Eluding the pressure right. Dumps it off to Mixon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Bengals 7, Washington nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown of the new season. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On play action, they'll throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Washington.
Washington.
A big play there.
84 yards. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies a big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Bengals drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On second down now, Mixon. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Sam Sloman for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Good. Makes the score Bengals 21, Washington 7.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road,
How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
At the 21-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to make this a close game again.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
We got three, fellas, we got 3. Mike 22, he's coming, 22's coming, Mike. You must be getting 19 Lion. Mike 22, I got 2.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He completes this to Sutton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 28 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 18. That one good for 26 and a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
22, Mike 22. Go.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Even. 4 down. Even.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away.
54-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Complete to number 1.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the Bengals' 26-yard line.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Mike, check, 59, 59. Hey, check.
On 2nd down, Mixon. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He's coming.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. In the shotgun now. Here's an inside give.
Number 1, the ball game.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
Washington.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Washington 14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
22 yards. 1st down, Washington.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Down pass
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
He lost 6 there on the first down play. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and long. Pass incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. A little juke. It gets by him, and now a little daylight. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 81 yards, and the Bengals are able to grow their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from accelerating, and off he goes.
1 play at a time.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 49. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Take over 1st.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to fight. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Back to throw now on 1st down. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And look at this.
this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth-quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. Now left side on the swing pass. Not much there, only a yard.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 37-yard line.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Sam Sloman set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful not being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
And the Washington first down.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. His pass caught at the 4. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
They'll set up a throw. This will be caught at about the 5. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
49.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cincinnati, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.